Many men experience the frustration of giving their absolute best effort only to be met with mixed signals. It's the specific feeling of being treated as a backup option, left wondering if she respects your time or is simply using you for attention. Moving forward requires two shifts: a psychological approach to identify toxic behavior and a physical habit that changes how you carry yourself. This process depends on one prerequisite: you must stop the urge to beg, complain, or react to her tests. Those emotional reactions are exactly what a manipulator expects. By replacing those reactions with a composed, self-defensive stance, you begin to remove the influence a manipulator has over your state of mind. The first step applies when plans are suddenly canceled or when she avoids making a commitment to meet. Most men get angry. They tell her she never makes time for them, which ironically gives her more power. That emotional outburst makes the man look desperate and gives her a reason to distance herself even further. You should use her own psychology as a mirror. Say this instead: "I completely understand. If I were actually important to you, I know you would have found the time." This comparison shows how to read her response. A person who values you will feel guilt and try to fix the mistake. A manipulator chooses the second path, getting angry or making excuses. Presenting her with calm accountability allows her own actions to reveal her true intentions. You aren't arguing, you are simply observing her reaction to the truth. The second step deals with being ignored. This is the scenario where she gives you a cold attitude or leaves your messages on read for days. The weak response is to chase her. Double texting and asking what went wrong confirms your emotional well-being depends on her attention. Use the reverse mirror instead. Match her lack of effort exactly. If she takes hours to reply, hey, the same. If she stops reaching out, you stop as well. When you stop providing the expected chase, her influence over the interaction breaks. She expected an emotional reaction, but instead she is met with a complete lack of interest. By mirroring her behavior, you shift the burden of effort. If the connection is to continue, she is the one who must now decide to invest. Step 3 is for real-time interactions, specifically when she tries to gaslight you, lies, or tests you with a subtle insult. Trying to justify yourself or raising your voice signals that her words have hurt you. It shows she is in control of the conversation's tempo. Try this instead: the pause of power. When she says something manipulative, look her in the eyes and stay silent for 1 to 3 seconds. That brief window feels heavy and expectant. It creates an awkward gap most people are desperate to fill. Because of that discomfort, she will likely start over-explaining her point, or even stuttering. In her rush to break the silence, she may even admit to the very thing she was trying to hide. Power in a conversation often belongs to the person who is most comfortable with silence. Refusing to fill that space forces her to face the weight of her own words. Psychological boundaries are more effective when they are paired with physical discipline. Energy once spent worrying about texts is better directed toward your own body. This 14-day push-pull power schedule won't completely transform your physique, but it establishes the habit of daily exertion. The graph shows a shift in recovery. Prioritizing heavy lifting over late-night scrolling creates the hormonal environment necessary to build muscle. This is the foundation for an aesthetic V-shaped frame. Most importantly, it builds the quiet confidence of a man who respects his own progress. Words and mind games matter very little if they aren't backed by the presence of someone who clearly values his physical health and energy. You now have a combined strategy: 3 ways to mirror psychological manipulation and a 14-day start toward a stronger physique. When you walk into a room now, you aren't looking for validation. Focusing on your discipline makes you naturally less susceptible to social games. When someone who previously ignored you sees the shift in your composure and physical focus, the dynamic changes. They realize their old tactics no longer trigger the same reaction. To fully project this new mindset, you need to master the mechanics of confident body language: how you stand, how you walk, and how you occupy space. Click the video on your screen to learn the specific body language techniques that signal true confidence. I'll see you there.